Centuries ago, in the frozen lands of the north, a Viking warship disappeared without a trace. Some say it sank, lost beneath the ice. Others whisper that it was hidden, guarding something far more valuable than gold, a secret that even now some would kill to protect.
Leo gripped the railing of the ferry as it cut through the icy waters of the Baltic Sea, the wind stinging his face. The distant lights of Stockholm glowed on the horizon, a city where the past and present coexisted in perfect harmony. But Leo wasn't here for a history lesson. He was chasing a mystery that had already turned his world upside down. His grandfather's cryptic words still echoed in his mind.
The only way to unlock its secret is hidden across 197 countries.
And then there was the message he had found in Finland. Find the next clue where the ice meets the sea. Go west. Stockholm was a city of islands, surrounded by the sea. If the clue was anywhere, it had to be here. Leo wandered through the old town, Gamla Stan, where narrow cobblestone streets twisted like a maze, lined with medieval buildings painted in warm shades of ochre and red. The air smelled of fresh pastries and roasted almonds, and the streets buzzed with life. But Leo wasn't sightseeing, he needed answers. He followed his instincts to the Vasa Museum, home to one of Sweden's greatest treasures, a 17th century Viking warship that had sunk on its maiden voyage and was later recovered in near-perfect condition. As he stepped into the dimly lit museum, a wave of unease crept over him. Someone was watching him. He turned sharply. Just tourists, or so it seemed. Shaking off the paranoia, he found Professor Lindqvist, an expert on Viking legends. The professor, an elderly man with a wiry beard and keen eyes, studied Leo carefully before speaking.
You are searching for something,
Lindqvist said.
something hidden beneath history.
Leo nodded and pulled out the small sketch he had copied from the runestone in Finland. The professor's eyes widened.
This symbol, it's from a forgotten Viking legend.
He led Leo to a dusty, leather-bound book and flipped through its pages. There, in faded ink, was a passage that sent a shiver down Leo's spine.
When the ice meets the sea, the path shall be revealed. Beneath the earth, the lost ship waits, guarding the treasure of the gods.
Leo's fingers tightened around the book.
Where is this lost ship?
He asked. Lindqvist hesitated.
Many believe it sank in the Stockholm archipelago, but others say it was hidden by the Vikings, buried beneath the frozen ground of an island long forgotten.
Leo had heard enough. He thanked the professor and left the museum. But as he stepped outside, a dark figure slipped into the shadows. He was being followed. The next day, Leo rented a small boat and sailed into the Stockholm archipelago, a vast collection of thousands of small islands, some no larger than a house, others covered in dense forests and towering cliffs. His destination was Björnön, an uninhabited island that matched the descriptions from Lindqvist's book. The journey was rough, with icy waves crashing against the boat, but after hours of searching, he spotted a narrow strip of beach where the frozen land met the sea.
This was it.
Leo pulled the boat ashore and trekked through the thick snow, his boots crunching against the frozen ground. The island was eerily silent, except for the distant cawing of crows. Then, he saw it.
A strange carving on a boulder, half buried in the snow.
Heart pounding, Leo brushed off the frost. The symbol was identical to the one engraved on his grandfather's key. He traced the rough grooves with his fingers, feeling a rush of excitement. He was on the right path. Digging beneath the rock, he unearthed a rusted Viking pendant, its surface etched with unfamiliar runes. As he examined it under the moonlight, something strange happened. A faint glow shimmered across the metal, revealing hidden markings. Then, a sharp rustling behind him. Leo froze. He wasn't alone. Before he could react, shadows emerged from the trees. 5 figures dressed in dark coats and masks, their presence radiating menace. Leo's instincts screamed at him to run, but there was nowhere to go. One of the figures stepped forward.
"Hand it over."
He voice commanded. Leo clutched the pendant tighter.
Who are you?
"The keepers.
The figure said, voice low and steady.
You are meddling in things far beyond your understanding."
Leo's mind raced. Were they the same people who had chased him in Finland? Did they know about his grandfather?
I don't have time for this.
He said, stepping back. The leader of the group raised a hand.
"You don't understand, Leo. The key you carry is dangerous. The treasure it unlocks was never meant to be found."
Leo's breath caught. They knew about the key. Before he could say anything, a deep horn echoed across the island, the sound of an approaching ship. The keepers turned, momentarily distracted. That was all the time Leo needed. He sprinted toward the beach, the pendant burning in his hand. He leapt into his boat, pushing off from shore as fast as he could. The masked figures shouted behind him, but he didn't look back. As he sped away, the pendant pulsed with a faint warmth. Leo didn't know where he would go next, but he was certain of one thing.
The race had begun.
As Leo stands on the deck of a ferry, leaving Stockholm behind, he flips through his journal, scribbling down his thoughts.
Sweden has been more than just a clue. It's a land full of stories, from Viking legends to breathtaking landscapes.
Then, as he watches the sun setting over the Baltic Sea, he recalls some fascinating things about Sweden.
Sweden has over 267,000 islands, the most of any country in the world. Swedes love to take a break with coffee and pastries. They call it fika, and it's a daily tradition. In summer, the sun never sets in northern Sweden, while in winter, darkness lasts for months. Sweden is home to the world's first ice hotel, rebuilt every winter with frozen blocks from the Tawny River. Sweden was once home to powerful Viking warriors who explored, traded, and even reached North America before Columbus.
Leo may have escaped this time, but the mystery is only just beginning. What secrets lie ahead? And who else is searching for the truth?
What do you think Leo will find next? Will he uncover another piece of the mystery before the keepers catch up? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next adventure.